Welcome to Talk About Topeka. Here in the studios, we're talking about a show that's coming up here this weekend at Seaman High School, and I have Diane Payne here in the studio. You're the theater director out there. Okay, so you guys are doing the Greek Mythology Olympiaganza over there.
Yes.
Okay, all right, so first of all, I know a lot of people are saying, what is a Greek Mythology Olympia hoozy? So tell us a little bit about this show.
It's by Zolidis, and there's 12 chapters, but it's very, very funny. Even if you don't know anything about Greek mythology, you will still laugh because it's poking fun of Greek mythology. You know, Zeus, the Bill Clinton of his era, and
good way of putting it, really.
And so we had 46 kids. It's the largest play cast I've ever had. So we have a lot of good freshmen coming up, so we wanted to use them too. And it's a little bit cramped and crowded back there, but it's really good. It's very, very funny. It's a broad comedy that the adults will like and the little kids will laugh at. So bring grandma and bring the grandchildren and bring the children.
Okay, so speaking of the whole family, you have like almost the whole school in this thing. There's a huge cast, you were saying, and a huge crew. Tell us a little bit about what it's like to wrangle all that around.
That's like herding turtles. Really, it's like and trying to get them all together because these are talented kids that are doing a lot of other things. I'm in show choir and debate and forensics and band. Oh my band! So we have to give and take. But this week they have to be there, or I will taser them.
Good. That's good. That's a new technique, I think. There we go. So how many students are in the show?
46.
46 in the show, and then how many on the crew?
26 on the crew.
This
because
is huge.
Yeah, helping with makeup and props and hooty hooda. And we Katie Murphy is our technical director, and she's 9 months pregnant. So okay.
All right.
Two women with hormones going a little crazy. So, but she's great, and she has built a Greek Colosseum with the pillars and the steps, and it looks really cool. So I'm really happy with the set too.
So Dan, how long have you been teaching out at Seaman?
17 years.
17 years.
They won't let me graduate, Chris. Why? I have to keep coming back.
They keep bringing
No,
you
you in the cap and gown. You got to come back next year. I'm like, okay. Fine.
Okay, so how did you get into being a theater teacher?
Well, Marilyn Foree, I know a lot of people know, she was the teacher out there, the vocal teacher, and she called and she said, we need a theater teacher, and I went, oh, okay, because I was just going to sub and do theater at night, because I've done a lot of theater in Topeka.
Yeah.
Not recently,
but
she called and I went, and it was in like a 2-hour, not audition, what do you call it, interview.
Interview, yeah.
Yeah. And
we have different terms in the
yes,
theater
I'm
world,
auditioning. Well, my husband.
I'm here for my audition. You're what?
We're watching football with my husband, and he said, who do you think should win? I said, well, the ones that have the prettiest costumes.
Yeah.
And why didn't they change their costumes at intermission? They're wearing the same muddy stuff. What's going on? So anyway, but I digress. Indeed. So what was the question?
What's it been like 17 years?
Oh
teaching theater for high school?
It's okay. Some of them when you graduate, you go, oh, they're graduating. Some of them you go,
I can imagine.
see ya later. And then there's ones that you don't want to leave. So.
So this show, the Greek Mythology Olympiaganza. Okay, so how did you select this show?
Miss Murphy had seen it.
Okay.
She goes, we should look at this. And I looked at it, and we read it in class. We were laughing. I said, if we're laughing this hard just reading through it, it's just going to be fabulous. So we did it.
How many shows do you guys do per year?
Okay, we do a fall play. We do a big musical. We do a spring play. And players, the improv troupe, sometimes we do children's theater. We go and do improvisation like Whose Line Is It Anyway? Not that good, but pretty good. So we have a lot of different things going on. So there's something going on all year.
And something that the way we kind of hooked up to do this interview is that over at the Safe Streets Coalition meeting, you guys, the Mighty Players, were recognized as this month's champion of character, and they had done. Tell us a little bit about this project that you guys did with Safe Streets.
Well, Jamie Slack contacted one of our administrators, and then he emailed me and said. So I called her back, and they gave us 4 scenarios, and they improv'd it. They worked it. They talked, and what was going to work. All I had to do was kind of polish it a little. It was really pretty much the players class, and that's an audition class. So you audition the year before, and then so you're going to be in that class. And they just kind of took it from there. Some of them had lost friends, family members to alcohol, drugs, prescription, whatever. So it was there was one rehearsal that they were all in tears. It was I could tell that they really, and this was about sometimes young people think they're immortal, you know, and
Sometimes old people think that too.
well, yeah.
But yeah, especially in
And
this case.
overdose, there's no coming back
Yeah.
from that. So they did such a nice job, and Jamie came out to see it, and it was great at the Grand Station.
The Great Overland Station, yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful building, and the audience was just really quiet, so we knew we had touched them, and it's very, very important that kids, you know, oh, I'll try it. Well, you might not come back from that first try. You know, it's very possible you might not, and you don't want to go there. You don't have to do that to have fun. You do not have to drink and take drugs and do all of that to have a good time. It's so, please, talk to me, dwelling. It's other things you can do.
Well, as I was sitting there watching it, it was like, oh, this is a, you know, toe tapping good time. It's a great, and then all of a sudden you get into it, and it's really very deep. And, you know, for high school actors to handle something so deep like that, you had some very, very talented students in there.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, it's a very good project. Well, and then so people had the opportunity to see that as part of the impact that they did.
Yes,
the tour.
yes.
So that's very cool.
Yep.
And so we want to encourage everybody to get out and see the Greek Mythology Olympiaganza at Seaman High School. That's going to be this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And Sunday. We have actually 4 shows. The Thursday, Friday, and Saturday shows are at 7 o'clock, and then we have a 2 o'clock show on Sunday. Now you have a little something special going on for veterans. Tell us about that.
Yes, Veterans Day we do a matinee where a couple of the classes from the middle school come over, so we have lots of extra seats. So anyone who is a veteran, and thank you for my freedom, by the way. Anyone who's a veteran can come see the show for free.
Do that,
So,
folks.
yeah.
All right, get out there and see the Greek Mythology Olympiaganza this weekend at Seaman High School. Thanks, Diane.
Yeah, no problem.
You bet.
Yeah.